I know these Navy guys like to dance, but this is going to take a few minutes. On behalf of Maria and Dan and Maureen and myself, I just want to thank you so much for being here and celebrating this weekend with Ali and David. We can definitely feel the love in the air. While we're here in Annapolis, I also just wanted to take a minute and thank those in the audience that have served this country, from Bill McCullion to Dan Hooper and David and all his friends. Thank you so much. Hey, isn't there a cheer you guys do? Like, go, Okay, try it again. Go Navy! I also just briefly wanted to thank Dr. Mike Blacken from Uncle Mike Studios for a great job on the slideshow last night. Hopefully you saw it on the boat. If not, we'll definitely have some coffees. Thank you so much, Mike. What a great gift. And I'm sorry some of the things I've called you in the past.
No, you're not.
And finally, there's so many people to thank. The bridesmaids, the maid of honors, the groomsmen, the swordsmen, the best men. Thank you so much. The uncle, the aunts, the cousins, everybody that helped. But there's one person, my best friend of 43 years. And my wife of 33 years. I wanted it, David knows it took a while to make that decision. I wanted to thank her for two things. One, for being such a great mother to both of our children and doing such a great job raising them. But also for throwing one hell of a party. So what I'd like to do is say a few words about David, then Ali, and then of course a toast. First of all, David, you don't have to call me sir anymore. We're good. You can call me whatever you want. I guess over the past year, I've really gotten to know David really well. In fact, it was really a pleasure. I played golf at the Naval Academy with him on Friday, I guess. With some of his short friends. But I guess what I would say about David, what I've learned over the past year, and actually talking to a lot of his friends, is he is a man of great faith in God. A man with great values, integrity, loyalty, commitment. And I know he absolutely adores and loves my daughter. And I know he'll take great care of her. Right, David? I will. I haven't talked to David about this, but I have talked to his friends. And I don't think he's that good in fantasy football. Is that right? Now, it's another year this year, the draft is coming up. I wish him well. Easy money. All kidding aside, David, you're the son I never had, and welcome to the family. Now for Ali. Last year, on my birthday, Ali posted on Facebook, I don't know if you remember this, but I quote, "Happy birthday to my amazing dad. Thank you for teaching me to be inappropriate and to find happiness every day." I was quite proud that I would still touch values. actually probably the first time at a very early age. Maureen didn't think it was appropriate, but I loved hanging out with Allie. She was 3.5 years old, and I took her to see Top Gun. In my own way, I was setting the bar high for a future husband, and it seemed all worked out. A few words about Allie. Allie was such a great kid all the time. Always smiling, always eager to please, always mature beyond her years. She was a great big sister, at least until they started to borrow each other's makeup and clothes. She was always great with kids, and we always thought she'd be a great teacher someday. As most parents will admit, they love having their kids do well in school and participate in sports and activities. I think Allie tried to set the record for a number of sports played in high school. She was on the softball team, basketball team, she was on the swim team, and the track team. And her best sport was actually tennis, where she was co-captain of the tennis team and coached by none other than my wife, McGorry. I would go to the matches and I'd try to make as many as I could. And I'd be in the audience in the stands there and I'd yell, Allie, hit it to her backhand, or, go to the net. Of course, Coach McGorry would remind me that it's inappropriate to be coaching from the stands. Allie, graduated from high school, went on to Westchester, where she met many of her great friends today. And we're happy that they're here. Played tennis, became president of a sorority. Is there like a Zeta chair or anything like that? No?
Wow. Did anybody get over that at
Anyway, she graduated with a bachelor's degree, went on to the business world where she realized pretty quickly that the cubicle life wasn't for her, and she went back to get her teacher's certificate. In the meantime, she took a break from her career to help out with my wife who was having some medical issues. And we thank you for that. Allie's now that great teacher that we always thought she would be. We just never thought she'd be teaching science. So, a few more words. I have so many fond memories of Allie, from coaching sports when she was young to just hanging out with her. I remember when I'd come home from business trips, she'd be there to greet me with a big smile and a hug and a kiss. And then eventually, as she got older, she was able to go on some business trips with me. I think my most recent memories are some of the fondest, where we would have what we call date nights, where we'd go out for sushi, or go out on a boat, or go out for a movie. And while I will miss those date nights, and now I have a son-in-law, and we can double date. In fact, we have a great foursome to play golf with. And David, don't worry, Allie will eventually like golf. She'll just never take it as serious as you. You know that. I do. Allie, we're so thankful for the happiness and love that you provided us. I did my best to provide a good life, and I just want to say, I can't think of that there's a father that's more proud of a daughter, or a daughter that's more beautiful as a bride than you. We are so happy that you found your soulmate in David, and we know that he's going to pick up the torch and take great care of you. Right, David? And spoil you. Right, David? So now for the toast. Allie and David have both read the book called Peaks and Valleys. And the basic message of the book is that life is a series of peaks and valleys. And without it, life would be pretty boring. And I know David and Allie have had their share of peaks and valleys. And I know many of you, all of you in the audience have as well. So my toast for Allie and David is that may your peaks be long and wide, your valleys be short and narrow. May you occasionally be inappropriate, but find happiness and love every day of your lives. And now I get to dance with Allie. Very nice.
some have changed, some forever not for better. Some are gone and some remain. All these places I've never once. With lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life I love them all. Like a holly spells and dreams, there is no one compares with you. And if memories lose their meaning, when I think of love, there's something new. Though I know I can never lose affection for people and things that went before. And I know I'll have to stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
Let's hear it for Allie. We're going to have a room with mom audience here. It's time for the mother-son dance.